stealing by directors, under section 282 of the Penal Code. The particulars are on the 12th June 2025 at Nairobi, within Nairobi County, being director of Digitalent Systems Limited. You stole motor vehicle registration case, he said, 648X, make Nissan Sylphy, valued at Kenya shillings 1,200,000 Kenya shillings, be property of Digitalent Systems Limited, which came to your possession by virtue of your directorship. Is it or not true?
Not true.
Not true. Third count, making a false document, under section 347A of the Penal Code. The particulars are the 12th day of June 2025 at a known place within the Republic of Kenya, being a director of Digitalent Systems Limited, a company registered under Companies Act number 17 of the year 2015, with intent to defraud. You made minutes of a meeting purported to have been attended and executed by Boniface Gichani Maina, a co-director of Digitalent Systems Limited. A fact you know to be false. Is it or not true?
Not true.
Not true. Fourth count, uttering a false document, under section 353 of the Penal Code. The particulars are on the 12th June 2025 at Nairobi, within Nairobi County. You knowingly and fraudulently uttered a false document named minutes of a meeting purporting it to have been attended and executed by Boniface Gichani Maina, a co-director of Digitalent Systems Limited, to the National Transport and Safety Authority. Is it or not true? Not true. Fifth count, obtaining registration by false pretenses, under section 320 of the Penal Code. The particulars are on the 12th June 2025 at National Transport and Safety Authority. It is saying, within Nairobi County, you willfully and fraudulently procured for yourself ownership, registration of motor vehicle registration number KDL 560Z, make Land Rover Discovery, being property of Digitalent Systems Limited, by falsely pretending that you had authorization to transfer ownership of the motor vehicle based on false minutes purportedly signed by Boniface Gichani Maina, co-director of Digitalent Systems Limited. Is it or not true?
Not true.
Sixth, obtaining registration by false pretenses, under section 320 of the Penal Code. The particulars are on the 12th of June 2025 at National Transport and Safety Authority, NTSA, within Nairobi County. You willfully and fraudulently procured for yourself ownership, registration of motor vehicle registration, KZZ 648X, make Nissan Sylphy, being property of Digitalent Systems Limited, by falsely pretending that you have authorization to transfer ownership of the motor vehicle based on forged minutes purportedly signed by Boniface Gichani Maina, a co-director of Digitalent Systems Limited. Is it or not true? Not true. The six counts.
Your Honor, the accused person is facing charges in relation to a company called Digitalent Systems Limited. Your Honor, something that the charges do not mention is that the accused person is a 50% shareholder of Digitalent Systems Limited. Your Honor, the motor vehicle in question is a motor vehicle that has been for his beneficial ownership and use for the last 3 years. In fact, Your Honor, the accused person is the insured owner of the motor vehicle. And the same was purchased through the company for convenient purposes, financial convenience, tax avoidance, and what not, Your Honor. Yes, beneficial owner. In fact, is the insurance of the motor vehicle is the beneficial owner of it, and has been using the motor vehicle for the past 3 years. And that the complainant in the matter, Your Honor, is not the company. The complainant is one Mr. Boniface Gishane Maina, with whom they have another pending case at the High Court, Milimani E7873 of 2024, on this very subject matter. And there is even a ruling to that effect that was dated 30th July 2025 on this very subject matter. So that the issue before us, Your Honor, is a matter of internal company management, but somehow it has precipitated into criminal charges over shareholders' disputes. Your Honor, this accused person runs the company. He has a fixed place of abode. And him running the company, Your Honor, is pursuant to the ruling of the court of 30th July 2025. He has a fixed place of abode. In fact, his arrest was conducted at his house. And he has at all times cooperated with law enforcement during the investigations of this matter, including even the charging and being brought to court. He came on his own. The evidence in question is all documentary and corporate in nature, so there is no fear of interference with witnesses or documentation. And Your Honor, the purpose of bail is not punitive. From the accused conduct, Your Honor, it can be shown clearly that he is amenable to very reasonable terms. Your Honor, the prayer by the accused person is that he be released on his own recognizance under these circumstances, or, Your Honor, the cash bail that the court would impose, we pray that it be maintained at the terms that he had been issued at the police station, which is 20,000 shillings. Your Honor, my second application relates to the motor vehicle itself. And the application is that, Your Honor, the motor vehicle be released to the accused person pending hearing and determination of this matter for the following reasons, Your Honor. That, as already mentioned, this motor vehicle has been in his personal use for the last 3 years. And he is the insured owner. He is the beneficial owner of this motor vehicle. Your Honor, the guiding principle as to detention of evidence is whether the continued detention is necessary for evidential purposes. I don't think continued detention of the motor vehicle is necessary for any evidential purposes. Whether the property is perishable or depreciating, that is a motor vehicle, Your Honor, staying at the police station exposes it to depreciation, considering the fact that he is the insured owner. And whether the detention causes disproportionate prejudice, which, Your Honor, the continued detention of that motor vehicle will cause disproportionate prejudice to the accused person. Your Honor, we say that the vehicle can be released, and the evidentiary value that this motor vehicle seems to pose can be preserved through photographs. It can be preserved through inspection reports, as the court may direct, logbook records, or production of the motor vehicle at trial when required. Your Honor, the continued detention is punitive, of this motor vehicle is punitive. And it will cause financial and logistical hardships to the accused person who has been using it for the past 3 years. It will result in depreciation in the police station, and it serves no evidential advantage to the prosecution if it's detained. So we pray, Your Honor, that the vehicle, in the interest of justice, to be released to the accused person, subject to any conditions that the court may push. The High Court has initially said in such instances, photographs would be sufficient. If photographs have already been taken, then the vehicle should be released because it shall have served its evidential value. Lastly, Your Honor, is to pray that the prosecution supplies us with all the documents that they have gathered in the course and wish to use in the prosecution of the case, so that we can proceed to trial within the shortest time possible available to the court and hearing of the matter, if that is where the ends of justice would lead us.